Hey, hey, party people. It's Cliff. Good morning. And just waiting for all the cars to go by to see see if we can get ourselves driving to work. No big deal. You know, there's a YouTube channel I don't follow, but it popped up in my feed. Oh, man, come on, guy. Come on, man. These California drivers, they're something. There's this video about these volcanoes, or this one volcano in Hawaii that is spewing out lava, and it's been happening over the course of the last couple of months. Ooh, yeah, it's traffic today. But yeah, these lava things, I forget what it's called, but it's in Hawaii. But you watch the things, and you're just like in awe because it's like it brings you down to reality. Like the magma. Why is this guy doing what he's doing? Oh man, everybody's being crazy on this Monday. It's right after the Oscars too, so this guy's tailgating me behind. Man, so many crazy things this morning. But this volcano in this volcano in Hawaii, literally like every couple of days or a week or so, it spews out lava, and when it gets going, it spews lava 1,000 feet into the air, like over 1,000 feet. And it doesn't sound like much, right? 1,000 feet, ooh, big deal, but when you put something like the Empire State Building right next to that lava fountain is as high as the Empire State Building. It's as high as a skyscraper, and it's just chunks of rock and chunks of magma and earth just spewing out into the world, into this canyon. Well, luckily, obviously everybody's safe and nobody's over there, but it occurred to me that Earth doesn't care about anything. Earth does not care about all our little problems and all of our little, social media posts. These like anything that you ever had a problem with. Like Earth doesn't care, And it's not to be a downer or anything, but like when you look at the scales of, the existence of, our planet, the stars, the moon, and all that stuff, we're not in control of anything. And you take that to heart. You're not in control of anything. And in the way that the way that I think about it is that if you're not in control of anything, the only thing that you can control is like what's like directly in front of you. And then you also go into this thing where it's like, well, I can only control the things in front of me. Then, I don't need to worry about all the other things that are going around. I can't ask the Earth and be like, hey Earth, do you mind like stopping those eruptions? Like, because they're really messing up with my Instagram vibe. So that's the thing. And it always gives you some perspective. Like if you take a moment to look at the things that are way beyond your control, and natural things that happen, not disasters, but like the blizzard that came through the entire states the other day, or a couple of weeks ago, or rainstorm, or just things that are just just anything. And I look at that perspective and say, hey, you know what? Like, I can only control what I see in front of me. And if you do that, like, you'll be all right. You'll understand that, the things that, the things that are going on right now is obviously the conflicts, the military operations that they won't call it a war. They never do, legally. But also at the same time, it's like I have no control over that. I can only control what's in front of me. Like I can control this car, and I can control who I vote for in the midterms. So that's my train of thought. And just like, man, the immense power that, like, this lava fountain that comes up, and it just you just realize, like, it doesn't care. Like, it just happens in the world. It happens in life. A lot of things happen in life that you are not in control of. One of them being my sister. Not in control of her, not in control of anything she does. But I will say this, like, the all, here's the thing. I can support her for the rest of her life. I can support myself for the rest of my life. No problem. It's just, all you got to do is just be nice. All you got to do is just be polite and respectful. That's it. Like, I don't care about her beliefs. I don't care about my sister's beliefs or conspiracy theories or her, like, in a way, her life and, like, what she's gone through and, like, all of that. Like, I don't care, in the sense that it's like, she's got to live her own life. She's got to learn, like, the ropes, and I am here to help. But you just got to be a nice person, and she's not a nice person. She's she's kicked away all of the, she's gotten fired from work because she cussed out somebody at work. She's doesn't have any friends because she probably can't make any friends, and just spewing all this conspiracy, theory bullshit on everyone. It's like, look, I don't care. A lot of people just don't care about that. And, if you want to make friends and you want to, like, survive in this, well, if you want to survive in this world, you got to make friends. You got to be at peace with, like, your neighbors. You got to, you got to reach across the aisle and do a handshake. There's different, that's what makes everything great, is, like, different ideas, different beliefs, different tones, different things, working together. That's what matters. But, you don't want to work together with people, like, you're gonna get burned. That's happening right now. Oh, man. Fun times. Over here, there's a college that keeps getting they're building that. It's always interesting, like, taking the same route to work every day. Like, not a lot of things change. But they built that building in probably about a year or so and a half. And looks nice. Too bad you guys can't see it because it's on the other side of the car. Oh well. Oh man. The Oscars were last night. So didn't watch any of it, which is hilarious because I'm in Hollywood. I'm supposed to be, working in Hollywood. I'm supposed to be watching it, I just watched the highlights. I think Conan O'Brien's monologue was fun. But, and the winners are deserved, as they always are every year. And then, like clockwork, there's always news articles that come out that are like, oh, this person got snubbed, and that person got snubbed, and I can't believe this, and I can't believe that. And I'm just like, really? Like, our industry's equivalent, our patent of patting ourselves on the back and saying, like, this was great. Like, you're worried about that? I always find it funny. and the things that people get attached to, like this ballet and the opera, art forms. Oh, that's new. Oh man, we ran over. They must be doing some construction on the road. Always kind of look out for that, trying to not run over those steel plates. But here it is. But it's funny what the internet will latch onto when, there's such a comment. I haven't even watched, like, like him talking about it, but whatever. It's funny. It's just funny how fleeting careers can be by saying something silly and being, like, restricted into, a mold and being expected to perform in a certain way, to do a certain thing. But, You got bigger problems to worry about. Problems that are, problems that you can control. Remember that. Bigger problems. But, yeah. Let's see here. Nothing coming into my mind. But that's what I like about the driving, is that you can just chill. You know, it's funny that in LA traffic's very predictable, even though you get a few bad eggs, here and there, cutting through traffic or speeding up and getting around you. But for the most part, like the majority of people, like they just want to get to work, or they just want to get to where they're going safely. They just want to come home. And the highlight reel of LA traffic has always been like the 405, like it being backed up with, 1,000 cars or whatever. And like, this driver did this or that driver did this, or a high-speed chase, Well, that's because those things are interesting. Or their drama, right? Oh, high-speed chase. What did the guy do? Why is he running from the cops? Like, how is he gonna get away? Like, it's basically like the essential, if you're watching a video and you're watching a high-speed chase, you're automatically like invested in the story. That story being like, he's running away, it's a police chase, it's whatever. And keep in mind that that's what the news does out there. Well, news and internet posts and videos that people make, all those kind of things. And you're going to realize that everyone is trying to, get into they're trying to drum up your emotions, right? Like, I guarantee you, nobody's watching this far into this video, because it's boring. And I know it's boring, and maybe that's the thing, is to try and, make something a little bit more boring, a little bit more authentic, in the sense that, there's too much stuff going on. Why is this guy getting into my lane? Well, he's fine. But yeah, I've only driven 15 minutes. Man, there have been some wild drivers today. But that's just it. It's like, the internet is what it is, and it is there to capture your attention and to keep it there. That's our world. Heck, my entire career has been that. To get your attention and to keep it there. And to make you give us money. That's exactly it. And that's the whole thing with the Oscars, the whole thing with movies, and the whole thing with entertainment videos. But at the same time, you can gain, not only do you gain entertainment, but you also gain like messages and stuff. Like, there was a movie called Nuremberg that just came out recently. Kind of snuck under the radar, but man, if you watch that movie, it's like the themes, like the ongoing themes in that movie, and the historical like significance of it, and it's also a remake. It's prevalent now, and that's why movies and storytelling will always it'll always take the cake, over emotional or like cheap entertainment, I guess you could say. And like cheap entertainment being, like, oh, a funny dog like fell over, or a cat pushed something off of a countertop. But yeah, there's all sorts of entertainment out there, and I guess the thing about it is that you gotta watch what you consume. You gotta realize that when you're watching something, that you're not in control of it, and because you're not in control of it, there's no need to worry about it, because the only thing that you need to control is yourself. And just be nice and be respectful to people, and and just have a good life. Live a good, live a good wholesome life. Get to know your neighbors, like get to know the people around you, um, and just be respectful. Like that's it. You know, like it's not hard. It's quite easy to just to be a good person and to do good things. I mean, that's it. And you know what? The earth doesn't care. The earth does not care. But I am grateful for the earth because it's why is this guy standing in the middle of the road? Gee whiz. Oh my gosh. And then the guy behind me thinks I cut him off. Man, it happens all the time. All the time. One guy's just standing in the road. You got to drive around him. But hey, look, I can't control him. I'm just grateful for hanging out and doing whatever, I guess. But I'm about to head into work. So, until I see you again tomorrow or the next day or whatever, keep on being good. I'll figure out an ending for these damn videos. We'll see. Bye.